Yeah, I called you guys earlier today, and I was still not feeling very well. I don't feel like I made any progress really. Uh,
Progress with what?
well, she said like to call the Wounded Warrior Project, and they just gave me another list of numbers to call, and I don't know. I don't feel like it's
You don't
anything's
feel
going to change. It's just nothing's
so
big circle and just going around and around with everybody, and
concerned. I'm, I'm not sure what's going on.
back is messed up. My back is killing me. Trying to
Okay,
get
yeah.
these people at the VA to help me. I've been waiting 2 years, but 2 years without even an injection in my back. Getting injections in my back like once a quarter, and now they're completely now they're completely ruptured out, and they've had the MRIs at the VA like 2 months already, and I haven't seen nobody, a surgeon or somebody that can do them injections or nothing.
Do you need Do you need emergency services?
They don't. They just send you back home and do nothing for you. They give you something to calm you down and put you out in the front of the hospital and tell you to go home.
When's
That
the last
three
when?
three times this year already. The hospital here in Lake Jackson, the Cy-Fair Hospital out there on 1960, and the VA hospital in Houston.
Houston, Texas,
Uh,
where you go?
yes, put me in a cab and sent me 60 miles back home.
So, sir, what's your name?
Slade. Mm,
So, when was the last time you saw your primary care doctor?
I have uh, uh, a nurse practitioner, but I haven't seen anybody up there physically in uh, 6, 7, 8 months. I don't know. You don't
Have
even
you tried appointment?
telephone appointments or whatever. And then there's one call, and then another one call, and another one call, and another one call, and but nothing ever happens. You know, the psychiatrist lady calls, and the uh, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. They got the records up there. Uh, I talked to the lady on the phone, about what. I mean, I got the reports from the radiology people myself. Uh, she couldn't even hardly read them. She doesn't know basic anatomy. I don't see a doctor. I haven't seen a doctor in a long, long time. It's just these. I'm at some clinic out here in Lake Jackson, an hour or so away from the Houston VA, so they don't staff them, I guess, with full doctors. Maybe that's why they want to send me to Texas City. That's like 45 miles away on the other side, almost at Galveston.
Are you able to get there if they get you an appointment there?
No, I can't. I can barely get to the grocery store and back, and that's with somebody else driving. I can hold on to that basket and walk behind that basket in the grocery store for a little bit, and I can't do that too much, or I hurt myself like I did, yesterday. I tore a muscle in my leg doing that, and now I'm just.
Do you have a family member or friend that could take you to the hospital?
They don't. They're just gonna send me home, man. They don't do nothing for you there. I'm telling you. That 3
Well,
times.
no,
It's
I'm saying if you
happened.
can get. Okay, Slade, I'm asking you if you can get an appointment with your primary care. If you get an appointment, you have someone that can take you.
Yes, I've been asking them to send me to a doctor down here, and I have no problem getting a ride down here, but they keep telling me the reasons that they can't have. They needed them MRIs first, and so I drove to Houston to try to get these MRIs from this doctor that they wanted, and ended up on the ground there, laying on the ground beside my car. My back was just in knots, and they took me to the hospital there. I said, please don't, just let me lay here until my back relaxes, and they made me get an ambulance, and they took me to the hospital and kept me there for 3 hours and put me outside at 11:30 at night there at the northeast side of Houston, probably some 70 something miles away from my house. But then the other time that I was at my congressman's office, and they took me from there to the VA hospital in Houston and did the same thing. I saw the doctor. He said, you got to see the pain specialist. I said, that's what I've been asking to see already for so long. And put me in a cab and sent me home the same night. They don't do that. They just, and then start sending you a bunch of hospital bills. That's all they do.
Okay. So, Slade, what service do you need? Do you need to get an appointment with for pain management?
That's what I was asking for. I was seeing pain management. They were giving me injections in my back.
Okay.
And pool therapy and stuff like that. And I haven't had any of that now for almost 2 years. I've been here waiting for the VA to help me for almost 2 years.
Okay, I understand. So can I submit a referral to the VA to have a social worker reach back out to you within 1 business day to see if they can assist you with getting any appointment? Can I do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I already talked to that guy today, and he just canceled the appointment that I had in Texas City because I told him it was too far for me to make it out there. So,
Was it for pain management?
no, ma'am, that was for my shoulder. I got a tear in my shoulder that needs surgery, and they just got the MRI from that like 8 days ago. And they still haven't done anything about back. They've had those MRIs for like 2 months. If they get some relief in my back and my neck, I might be able to do a trip to the clinic in Texas City or Houston or wherever. But my back and my neck are so messed up, I can't hardly ride in a car that far without just getting in knots,
So, I'm really sorry that you're going through this. But Slade, okay, if I have the social worker from the VA reach out to you?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I just don't know that it's going to do any good. That's kind of why I'm calling y'all.
Okay, well, let's just at least try. That's all we can do. Now, Slade, let me assess your safety. Are you currently having any thoughts of suicide? I
wish I were dead, but I'm terrified of suicide.
Okay, so are you having thoughts of killing yourself today?
No, ma'am.
Have you had thoughts in the past?
Yes, I have been in the hospital a couple of times.
Did you make a past attempt?
Yeah, drug overdose, and uh, I took like 2 weeks worth of medication one time and went to bed and thought I would just be that'd be the end of it. And
When was the last time you made an attempt?
uh, I can't remember. I've been in
Was
and
it a
out.
couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, a year ago, a few months ago?
I mean, there's time to time uh, that I really had to fight not to do that.
Yes, sir. I'm asking you, how long ago since you made the last attempt to take your life? Was it just a few days ago, or was it a month ago?
Yeah, I mean it was probably at least 4 years ago.
Okay, all right.
Because I was
Now,
in Alabama and I was stable for about 2 years, and then I came back here and my brother died, and then my mother died, and I ended up down here in Clute, and I went to the VA and told them, that I'm back here from Alabama and I need to get back into the medical system here, and almost nothing has happened since then. And it's taken me, a year and a half just to get these MRIs. And they finally got them done, and they've had them for 2 months and haven't made any arrangements for me to see somebody.
okay, well, we're going to try to get you some assistance. Now, do you have a safety plan in place in case you start having thoughts of suicide?
No, I'm not. If I can get into that way, I'm ready to go. I'm not really that. It's like when you wake up or something happens and you just get into that mood, when that thought process starts, you have to fight to get out of it, and I'm just getting to the point where I'm not wanting to fight it anymore. I don't have, my mom's not going to be hurt, my brother's not going to be hurt, nobody be hurt, that I'm dead. So I'd probably lay over here 8 or 9 days before anybody even knew I was here dead. So I rarely talk to see anybody. So
Well, Blaine, I just hope that you can hold on and give the VA a chance to try to help you. I know you feel like that you've already done that, but I'm glad that you called today so that we can reach out again and at least try. Now, can we think of a couple of things that we could do, that you could do to help to keep yourself safe? So, for instance, if you start having thoughts and they get stronger, would you reach out and call and just talk to someone like you did today? Would you call the BCL, the crisis line, and just talk to someone?
yeah, I've called you guys a bunch of times in the past, but it's been a while, when
I know, but I'm asking, would you call us again if you start having thoughts and just talk to someone like you did today? Would you do that?
yes, I'm trying to.
Okay. Now, do you have anything else that you do to take your mind off of things? Do you like watch TV or play video games or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean there were for some period of time, but there was just that, and that's become to where it's just kind of giving me a headache. So
Okay, I
I'm
didn't.
just back here laying in this bed, and that's all I'm going to do is just lay here in the bed.
So you're just gonna resting helps you to keep yourself safe?
No, I just can't get up. There's nothing else I can do.
All right. right. Do you have a friend or a family member that you can reach out to if you needed to talk to someone?
No, not that it would matter.
So if you had someone that just needed to talk to just to take your mind off of things, do you have someone that you could call?
No, I've been isolated and alone and in need. You know that everybody gets run off. You know, nobody wants to be a witness to it.
So who do you talk to on the phone? Like take you to the store, or who gives you a ride? Who is that person?
Well, my dad
Oh, you're
would come by and take me to the store, but I hadn't talked to my dad for like 20 years, so our relationship is just kind of brand new.
Play. Who takes you to the grocery store now, though?
It's generally my dad, yeah.
Okay, so your dad has been recently taking you to the store?
Yes,
Okay, all right. So you could call your dad if you actually needed to reach out to somebody. You could call him. Is that right?
Well, they already know the situation that I'm in, and so
Yeah.
they're not really. It, I felt like if they cared, whatever they might do, help me do something to get this rectified. But at least he'll come by here and take me to the store once a week, and the guy that just across the street, the hallway, said that if I need something to ask him, and he's done some things for me. So, but the only other person I talk to, one of them is in Houston, and the other one is in the Broncos, and they're old men like me, and it's just they I can tell them and they're listening, but they're not. They're not going to do anything or try to help me or nothing.
Oh, okay, so Clay, my question to you is not who can you call that's going to come to help you do something. My question, who could you call if you just needed to talk for a minute, just to take your mind off of things? So could you call the guy across the hall and talk to him?
Well, I mean, I got his phone number, but I don't think that I would.
Okay.
I'll call
So your two
my buddy
friends.
Craig there in San Marcos, and
Okay.
I could talk to him sometimes. But when you're getting into a bad mood, if you will, nobody wants to hear that.
Okay, but you can call your buddy Craig if you need to, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got us a plan now. You can call back to the crisis line. If you needed to reach out to your dad, you can call your dad, and you can call your buddy Craig. Now, if you get in a situation where you're in an emergency, would you call 911?
No, I've already been through that too many times. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll call
All right.
somebody and tell them that this is where all my valuable personal effects will be, and to come over here and get them whenever
Okay.
you
Do you
find
have
out.
any weapons there? Slade, do you have any weapons there?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And do you have intention to kill yourself tonight?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to submit the referral for the SPC. They're called Suicide Prevention Coordinators. You don't have to be suicidal. They're social workers and mental health professionals. And I'm going to have them give you a call and see if they can help get you an appointment for pain management. And the thing that you have to remember, Slade, if they get you an appointment, and even if it's a little bit of a distance, you'll have to get one of your friends or your dad to take you and try to get yourself, so that you can be comfortable in the car, that you'll be able to make the ride, even if you have to lay down in the back seat. But you don't want to miss the appointment if they get it for you. Okay? All right.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I've talked to him up there.
I'm-
I've already talked to him up there. I talked to the the guy at the pain management clinic there in Houston. He's the one that said that they give me an appointment down here, but that was 3 or 4 months ago, you know, before they had those MRIs, and now they got the MRIs, and there's still nothing happening.
Okay, well, I'll see what they might be able to do to assist you and maybe to get you an appointment closer so that you can, ride there safely, still with your seatbelts and stuff on, but just so you can be comfortable to be able to take
That's
the
what I'm
ride.
saying. I can't, that seat, I've got 2 ruptured discs that's right in the middle of my back right there. I can't, that seat belt holding on to my, pressing in on those ruptured discs pushes them into my spinal cord, and then that's when all these muscle cramps will start to try to keep that from happening, and then those muscles in my neck will start cramping up because those things are being aggravated, and the next thing you know, my whole back is in a spastic, clenched up knot, and that's what happened the last time I went up there, and they just said to put him back there in the ER until them cramps stop and send him home.
Okay, well, I'm just speaking in general. You know what you have to do there and to get yourself there safely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I hope you feel better this evening. And will you call us back if you're in crisis?
Yes,
All right, take care of yourself. Be looking out for